welcome to LawHelp Australia, where we keep you safe and informed with tips and updates. My name is Dinesh Weerakkody. Some of us would have purchased or sold real estate, and some of us would be intending to buy or sell. The process is called conveyancing, but the whole process will go online quite soon. That is called E-Conveyancing. As a practitioner also doing conveyancing, I'm really excited. By now, you know that LawHelp Australia contact right people to get you the most up-to-date information. In relation to e-conveyancing, we have invited Property Exchange Australia, the Executive General Manager, Yvonne Hendey. Welcome to our program, Ian.
Thanks, Dinesh. It's great to be here.
And to bombard Ian with more questions, we've got two lawyers. In fact, there will be three lawyers, including me. And Rex, you have been here before.
I have, Dinesh. Thank you so much for inviting me back.
No worries. Introduce yourself, please.
My name is Rex Afrasiabi. I'm a director of a firm called Dlegal. Been practicing for over 10 years.
And representing Dlegal, we've got Yvonne. Yvonne, please give us an introduction.
Thanks for having me here, Dinesh. I'm Yvonne. I've been practicing in Australia since 2009. And prior to that, I've been practicing in property department in the United Kingdom since 2004.
Thank you, Yvonne, and thank you for coming.
Thanks.
This is the world's first online property exchange system. Australia has been lagging behind for some time, but with the introduction of this system, we'll be leading the world. And Ian, can you give us an introduction in relation to this system, please?
Yes, certainly, Dinesh. So PEXA's origins come from a COAG initiative almost 5 years ago. And if you think about what the ASX did for the exchange of property in Australia, PEXA, Property Exchange Australia, is designed to remove the manual processing and paperwork that currently exists in a conveyancing transaction today.
So can we expect, this is probably not your area, it seems that we may not have anything to do with papers, even the certificate of title. Is that where it is going?
Yes, definitely. PEXA will touch the very back end of a conveyancing transaction where you register your documents with the land registries, your online financial settlement, which will create an electronic certificate of title instead of the paper title that exists today.
Good. Now, Rex, sorry.
Just to add to that, so the conveyancing process won't change. The back end, the settlement process changes. So there'll be still a contract in place. You'll still need your lawyer or conveyancer to review the contract and paperwork, get it ready for settlement. But what PEXA will help with is speed the process so there's no more physical exchange of documents. That's all going to be done electronically.
You've given me the answer before even I've asked the question. That's good.
And now you think.
Now, can we just find out the jurisdiction? Is it federal law or state law? And I understand that most states are in this process, so it's a national process. Is that correct, Ian?
Yes, over time it will roll out to be a national process. At the moment, the governments of New South Wales, Victoria, Western Australia and Queensland are all part of the system. It operates under a national regulator, which is the Australian Registrars of National E-Conveyancing Council. And then progressively, the other states will follow late 2015.
Late 2015. I'd like to ask this question. Where is the good old Tasmanian state?
So we've actually had people down in Tasmania a few weeks ago talking to the land registry in Tasmania. And being a fellow Tasmanian myself, I certainly support Tasmania coming on board, as we do with South Australia and the Northern Territory over time, and the ACT in probably 2016.
Right. And again, the jurisdiction question from our lawyers, is that a federal act or is this all state-based? How does this...
All parliaments get their power from the Constitution. The federal Constitution doesn't govern conveyancing process.
No jurisdiction.
No jurisdiction. So it's always going to be state-based.
Right. Thank you. Now, in relation to the states that will be involved and the timing of it, when do we start this?
Great question. So it's actually, we've been progressively rolling out PEXA over the last 12 months. We started with bringing on board the financial institutions. Earlier this year in June, we brought the Victorian caveats onto the system, and just this week we started our first transactions in New South Wales with the financial institutions doing refinances, and today we did the very first property transfer online inside PEXA in Sydney.
Congratulations, including the financial side of it, the full functionality?
Including the financial settlement. So it's the first time globally that we've had the registration, the lodgement and registration of the documents and financial settlement done in the one space on time, real time.
So New South Wales beat Victoria?
Only just. So Victoria's coming in December,
right,
with the first transfers expected to happen in January 15.
I am excited. So when can we, the suburban lawyers, or for that matter lawyers, can jump into this bandwagon as a fully operational system in Victoria?
Yeah. So we're encouraging people to start talking to us now about registering with PEXA. So by all means, go online to PEXA. You can do the online registration there and then. Start with something simple. Start with caveats. We've done 1,000 caveat transactions in Victoria since June, and it allows people to get used to the system, how it operates and works, and then start with transfers. We're looking for a full rollout in Victoria in February 15. That will come around very quickly. So we're encouraging practitioners and lawyers and conveyancers to get onto the system as soon as possible and start getting familiar with PEXA.